Hi, I'm Ben.
Hi, I'm Claire.
And we are Hijinks. And we are on Hijinks on tour today because we are in the beautiful town of Hinckley in Leicestershire, where I've just performed a concert featuring one of the pieces that Claire has newly composed. So it's been a joint Hijinks effort on the musical front today. So in celebration of that, we thought what better to do than to taste a gin. And it's,
of course,
and it's a gin that comes from Claire's native country.
So I discovered this gin when I was home for Christmas. This is market gin made by Batch 10 from Puhoi, and it is basically made for the Matakana markets, which is very close to where I spend most of my time, Omaha, when I'm home. And it's a place I go on a Saturday morning to annoy everybody with tasting all of their products and getting excited about nut butters and olives and jams and honeys and all sorts of things. So I was extraordinarily excited. Mainly food, but they've got Fijoa wine as well and things like that. So I was very excited to hear that there was a gin there, and I made a beeline for the stand and picked some up. So I'm about to introduce Ben to this little gem.
I'm really excited. I am.
So should we start with a little neat tasty taste?
Yeah, I'm feeling the spirit here.
So that's probably too small for you, but I thought, let's start. Why did I give myself more than you?
Oh, I don't know.
So I'll let you talk about it because I've already tried it. So this is your,
It's quite sweet. This is quite surprising. I get quite a lot of, in a good way, it's not like just sugar, but there's something. Is there like?
I think there's a lot of,
honey?
Local citrus.
And have you ever? Is there anything honeyed in it at all? Anything sweet?
I don't think so. I think so.
So
what?
It's just
because I had a lovely discussion.
Because I get quite a lot of a deep note of it. It isn't like citrus. I usually feel like on the top and the back of the palate, and I get a kind of a depth in it, which sort of has a kind of more of a sweet. Sort of
maybe I'm lying, maybe there is honey in it as well, but I remember talking to them about it, and basically they had set out to create a really, really good, smooth, standard London dry for the New Zealand market, which I think they've done very well. I think it's got the flavour palette, and it's got the dry down, it's got the juniper, it's got the citrus. So
yeah, it's a nice balance.
And it's something that you could drink this neat. I mean, it's very smooth.
And if we were to call New Zealand in terms of their own gins, if we were to call them an emerging market in terms of the gin, then there's a few gins out there that sort of need to be standard dry gins.
Yeah.
This is it. And this is a good standard dry gin with a little bit of interest in it. It's got a little, like you said, a little bit of citrus on the top and, as I say, a little bit of sweetness, something down below. So it isn't just boring, but it is quite a universal.
Yes.
So therefore quite a versatile drink.
Very versatile.
You could put that in a martini, make all sorts of cocktails with it. You could probably cook with it as well.
Yeah,
all sorts
you
of
wouldn't
things.
want to because it's so good.
Yeah, but you can make say like a posset dessert or something like that, mousse with it, those sorts of things.
Absolutely.
It's got enough juniper to stand up to that. Shall we make G&Ts?
Yes, absolutely.
So we should apologise to God because we're in a church and drinking in the house of God.
We did get permission. Don't worry.
We did from God personally. Did we get permission?
Not from God, but
from one of his representatives. Yeah.
What are we doing? Are we doing your favourite uncultured rippage?
You do the ice. I'll do some uncultured rippage.
Okay.
So we've got blood orange. I think this is probably my favourite garnish in the entire world. Blood orange.
It's so dramatic as well, isn't it?
It is. Look at the colour of it. It's hard to see on there. For years I was allergic. I was allergic to grapefruit, and so blood orange was like the next most interesting thing.
It smells so good.
So it's the closest thing to grapefruit without being grapefruit. And it's got a slightly deeper feel, I think, than a grapefruit. I still think it's amazing.
I reckon I'm a bit of a blood orange.
In what sense?
Like
citrus.
I'm dark and deep, but with a nice sparkly surface.
Yeah, hidden depths. Blood orange has got hidden depths.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shall we put
Right,
this
I
in?
didn't give you enough. Would you like to top yourself up?
Yeah, I'm absolutely fine. Yeah, perfect.
So let's see. Remains really smooth.
Really smooth. Actually, it smoothens it out, actually.
Yeah.
Slightly lessens the juniper impact, which is fine, but brings to that sort of slightly creamy, sort of like the creamy sort of sugary note that I felt. It's really satisfying. It's really satisfying because obviously you've still got plenty of dry down.
Yeah.
But to have that depth in it is...
It lets you know it's a gin, but
to
it's
have
a
that
very
depth in it
civilized
is a good effort.
gin.
It's a good effort.
So should we pop in some thieves and see what that does?
Yeah. We often like Fever Tree Lights, but Claire's doing this low FODMAP thing at the moment, so we've got we've got the full fat stuff. So it's to do with not allow fruit sugar. Yeah, exactly, fruit sugar. So do you want to say win?
Win.
Win.
Win. Trying to put my New Zealand accent back on, but now I think I just sound South African.
Yeah. See, you've got a British passport now.
Oh, yum. That's nice.
And again, I feel like it's a very creamy, sort of very rounded mouthfeel rather than having too much.
It's not very acidic.
There's not a you actually lose quite a lot of the juniper hit. But you could add juniper as a botanical as well to balance it out potentially. Yeah. Or just use less tonic. I've gone not quite 50-50, but near enough. But you could add a little bit of juniper.
Oh, I really like that though. And the blood orange I think is just perfect with it.
It's just the right level of acidity and depth again, which marries well with the gin that's got exactly the same sort of profile to it.
Yeah.
Where can we get this? If you're in New Zealand, where can you get it?
You can buy it at Matakana Market, but actually, so this is market gin, but you can actually buy batch 10 gin. I believe we'll add them in on Instagram, but I think they're under batch 10 or batch 10 spirits. And they're in Puhoi, and it's delicious, and they're lovely, and they're friendly, and they're wonderful. And we have one more product of theirs. I only brought back a little one because I was coming from New Zealand, so I had to, limit what I could bring with me. But they also do a New Zealand honey bourbon. Look at this adorable little bottle. So you can get big bottles of this as well, also at Matakana Market. So this has got genuine New Zealand honey goodness and premium bourbon.
It's not gin though, it's genuine New Zealand.
Genuine. See, my accent's coming back because I'm thinking of Matakana. So let's just have a little bit of this because this is quite sweet. Or in my memory it was quite sweet, but not in an offensive way. Like in a satisfying, like after dinnery, digestive sort of a way.
Honey. And there's something else that's quite a strong flavour in there. What is it?
Oh, that is nice.
Well, of course it is, yeah. There we go. And you get the cask very heavily on the nose, which I like.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, which is good.
It's woody.
And the longer it sits in your mouth, the drier it gets. It really it starts sweet and sort of has a massive dry, very, very pronounced dry down, but it's very gradated. It doesn't suddenly just go whoosh. It's sort of, just the sugar sort of melts away.
Yeah, exactly. It says it's inspired by friendship and family fun in front of summer campfires, and that's exactly what I'm thinking of right now. I'm thinking of, you've got that sort of woodiness of the cask. You've got the slight sweetness. I could think of drinking this outside in the summer at home after a barbecue, toast some marshmallows, that sort of thing.
Yeah, but
it's warming and...
But it's sophisticated at the same time. It's not just like having a lollipop.
No, exactly. Yeah. And that, I think that New Zealand honey, it's sought the world over, and it's very expensive in the UK and that sort of thing, and there's a reason for that. It's beautiful. So this almost tastes like healthy as well as delicious.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it's 1 year 5 a day, absolutely. When we were in America, we found an amazing combination of a honey spirit and a gin, which basically turned into something that tasted like a martini.
We should put this with the truffle gin.
But could we try this with this? Would that work?
Why not? Let's be quick because we have harped on for a little while. We always do this. We always say it's going to be 5 minutes and then it's longer.
10. Yeah,
how much do you want? Just a splash?
Half. I'm going to go half and half.
So about that?
And
I'm just going to do a little bit as well. But yeah, that just occurred to me. Maybe I should try this at home with my Cambridge truffle gin and see if I could make another lovely...
honey truffle is a winner.
Yeah. Yeah, that works.
I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to get my little bit of peel. I'm just going to give it a little swill in there.
Or maybe like
some uncultured rippage.
Yeah.
Cool. That should just do it.
Oh, guys, I love our ginovation.
It's gin-tastic.
See, that's the
church
church bell telling us we need to hurry up and finish.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
the winner.
That's absolutely amazing. The combination of the two is beautiful because you get a little bit more dryness from the gin, a little bit more zing.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Beautiful.
this is a great cocktail.
Yeah.
Anyway, we better go because you have to go somewhere and I have to go to Leeds.
And they're
for
trying to
another
kick us out of
concert
the
and-
church, so.
Yes, but you know, we needed to do something to celebrate our first sort of
Collaboration.
collaborative premiere.
Yeah, it's been fun.
So we'll post videos of that as well, and maybe if you guys are interested in opera as well as gin, you might check it out.
Cheers.
Right.
Thanks very
Cheers,
much.
everyone.